Hello and welcome to TEXTJOIN. My name's Jeff, I'm glad you're here. Let's just jump right in. By the end of this short video, you'll be able to join text in a variety of different ways very, very easily. Let's head straight to Excel. Exercise 1. In this first example, we have two columns of data, first name and last name, and we want to join that text. As with anything in Excel, there are many ways to do this. In this exercise, we're going to use the TEXTJOIN function. Equals TEXTJOIN. Now the first argument is the delimiter. That's the character that we want to separate our values. Here we want to separate it with a space. So we need to enclose the space inside quotes. Okay, and the next argument is ignore empty. That just tells this function what happens if there's any empty values in our columns. In this case, we don't have any empty values, so it doesn't matter what we put here. We're going to cover this argument in more detail in an upcoming exercise. So we'll hit comma, and then we provide the text. Now we could specify these cells individually, like B7, comma, C7, close function, and enter. And that would be one option. But this supports ranges, so we can just select the entire range, B7 through C7, in a single argument, and enter. And now we got it. And now we can just fill this formula down. Perfect. Now that we're warmed up, let's get to the next exercise, exercise 2. Here we have a list of transactions, and our company uses a lot of different codes. For example, we have a company code, a cost center code, a GL account, a sub account, and a project code. And currently, these are all in separate cells, and we want to combine them. The thing to notice here, though, is that not all transactions have sub account and project account codes. Some are empty. So, let's see what happens. Equals TEXTJOIN. The delimiter is going to be a colon. Comma, ignore empty. By default, it's true, so let's see what happens if we just do a comma. And then we provide the range. We want to combine all of this stuff. Close function and enter. And now let's fill this formula down. So as you can see, in this case, when there are empty cell values, we don't get excess delimiters. And that's the beautiful thing of this default, true. It's not going to give us extra delimiters. But depending on what we're working on, we might want those extra delimiters so that we know there is no sub-account or project code. In this case, we could just change the ignore empty argument to false. Enter. And now let's fill this updated version down. And now as you can see, we get some trailing delimiters. And this is just letting us know that there are no values for those columns. So depending on what you're working on, you have two options, true or false. Cool? All right, cool. Let's head into the next exercise, exercise 3. Okay, here we have a list of names. These are employees, and it shows the city and department that they're in. Let's say we wanted a unique list of departments. Well, let's start with TEXTJOIN, equals TEXTJOIN. For the delimiter, let's go with a comma, once again enclosed in quotes. Comma, ignore empty, that's fine, comma, and then our range. Let's select this range here, close function, and enter. Okay, and now we get a list of departments. But as you can see, we get duplicates. For example, we see finance is listed multiple times, marketing is listed multiple times, HR is listed multiple times, and you get the idea. What if we wanted to create a unique list of departments instead? No worries. What we can do is simply wrap the unique function around our range. And what this tells Excel is to grab that list, remove all the duplicates, and then pass that resulting deduplicated list into the TEXTJOIN function. Enter. And now we've got it. So if we look at this, Excel kind of evaluates these formulas from the inside out, right? So here's the unique function. It creates the unique list first, and then it passes that unique list into the TEXTJOIN function. And the TEXTJOIN function simply joins them with the comma separator. Very cool. So that's how we can use the TEXTJOIN function to join text values in Excel. The TEXTJOIN function is very flexible, supports ranges, and overall is a nice way to combine text within Excel. Hopefully this has been helpful. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Hey Excel user, if you ever need to create summary reports, check out my Pivot Table for Beginners video. It starts at the beginning and shows how to store the data transactions in a table and then how to summarize those transactions with a pivot table report. I hope it helps unlock the incredible power of pivot tables.
This video is a production of Excel University.